Have you ever felt your heart stop for just a second when news breaks? News you weren't ready for but couldn't look away from? Well, ARMY. That's exactly what happened when the world learned that all 7 BTS members have finally returned to Korea. But the cheers of reunion came with whispers. Whispers that Taehyung and Jungkook might be more than just friends in 2025. So let me ask you, what would it mean to you if Taekook was real? And while we uncover this emotional story together, don't forget to subscribe, because this is where we explore the truth, the love, and the untold stories of BTS. Cherry Blossom. The silence before the storm. The BTS world had been quiet. Too quiet. For 2 years, updates came like raindrops in a drought. A military post here, a solo music teaser there. Each member was on his own path, but the silence of them not being together, it was deafening. Some fans waited every night scrolling through Twitter, hoping for a surprise update. Others admitted they cried themselves to sleep, wondering if the golden days of BTS were gone forever. And then, in February 2025, the silence broke. Breaking news. BTS members spotted at Incheon International Airport, returning together for the first time since enlistment. The airport became a sea of purple. Fans screamed, sobbed, and reached out their hands as if they could touch history. ARMY had been starved of this moment. And finally, they were fed with the sight of 7 shadows walking together again. But hidden beneath the joy was a spark of something else. Rumor. A whisper. And that whisper had a name. Taekook. Crescent moon. The rumor that shook ARMY started so small. A blurry photo uploaded at 2 a.m. 2 figures in hoodies, one slightly taller, the other with a familiar walk. The caption read, "Spotted in Itaewon. Isn't that Taehyung and Jungkook? Dating vibes." First people laughed it off. It's just friendship. Stop shipping real people. But then, more evidence surfaced. A clip of Jungkook at a cafe, smiling in a way fans swore he only smiled at Taehyung. Taehyung being spotted humming Jungkook's solo song under his breath. Matching bracelets, matching jackets, and soon the whispers became thunder. Are Taehyung and Jungkook really together? Is Taekook real in 2025? Rose a history written in glances. To understand why this rumor hit so hard, you have to go back. 2013. Rookie days. A young Taehyung resting his head on Jungkook's shoulder during practice. 2014. The Taekook roommate era, when they shared dorm rooms and laughter late at night. 2015. The Euphoria concert, when Jungkook looked at Taehyung as if the whole world disappeared. 2016. The Carve Live, where fans swore they saw a softness in their banter no script could ever fake. Through the years, ARMY collected these little crumbs. Moments that felt like secrets whispered between 2 souls. So when the 2025 rumor broke, it wasn't just about now. It was about every look, every smile, every moment of the past decade being replayed in fans' hearts. Speech balloon, the fans' reactions. The fandom split. One side celebrated. They deserve love. Fits with each other even better. They've always been soulmates. They gave us their 20s, their youth. Let them live their truth in their 30s. Another side worried. What if this isn't real? and people are invading their privacy. Won't this hurt their careers? The media will twist everything. And then there were the quiet fans. The ones who said nothing, just cried at the thought of BTS finally coming home. Because whether Taekook was true or not, one fact remained. All 7 members were back in Korea. Together. Wit Wit Airport Reunion. The airport scene was something out of a movie. Jin, worldwide handsome, walking first, saluting fans with his broad grin. RM behind him, shoulders heavy with leadership, but eyes shining with relief. J-Hope glowing, waving with both hands like sunshine personified. Suga walking quietly, but nodding with that soft respect only Yoongi could give. Jimin smiling like he was carrying the sun inside his chest. And then came Taehyung and Jungkook. They didn't need to hold hands. They didn't need to say a word. But the way Jungkook leaned slightly toward Taehyung, the way Taehyung glanced and smiled, was enough for cameras to erupt. Headlines were written before they even left the terminal. Taekook sparks dating rumors amid BTS reunion. Media frenzy. Korean outlets jumped first. Dispatch published a long article with exclusive photos of Taehyung and Jungkook entering a car together. International media followed. Rolling Stone. BTS reunites in Korea, but fans buzz over Taekook rumors. Billboard. Army divided as dating speculations rise. And in the age of TikTok and Twitter, the story went viral within hours. Fan edits with soft music. Clips of Taekook moments labeled, "We knew it all along." Others saying, "This is fake news, let them breathe." The world wasn't just watching BTS anymore. It was dissecting them. Glowing star. But here's the thing no media shows you. Behind the airport lights, the shouts, the endless cameras. There are just 7 men. 7 friends who went through the military. 7 brothers who stood on the same stages for over a decade. Did they laugh about the rumors in private? Maybe. Did it bother them sometimes? Absolutely. Were they closer than the world could ever understand? Without a doubt. Because BTS has always been about love. Not rumors, not headlines, but the kind of love that saves lives, heals wounds, and inspires millions. Memories of military and solo journeys. Think back to their military service. Jin shaving his head before enlistment. Tears in his eyes but a smile on his face. J-Hope sending letters reminding fans to stay strong. RM writing about his reflections, his growth, his hopes for the future. Yoongi quietly serving, giving strength with his silence. Jimin releasing solo music that felt like love letters to ARMY. Taehyung exploring acting and jazz, showing sides of himself the world hadn't seen. And Jungkook, releasing songs at midnight. His voice filled with longing. They walk different paths. But in 2025, those paths finally crossed again. Rainbow, what this really means for ARMY. So here's the truth. The rumors will rise. The media will twist. Fans will argue. But at the end of the day, BTS is home. Together, breathing the same air, walking the same streets. And maybe that's what really matters. Not whether Taekook is real, but that BTS is real. Their bond, their love, their promise. That's the story no rumor can destroy. A message for you. So ARMY, let me ask you again. When you see Taehyung smiling, when you see Jungkook laughing, when you see all 7 of them walking side by side, doesn't it remind you of something bigger than rumors? Doesn't it remind you that love always wins? BTS taught us that storms will come. People will doubt you. The world will whisper. But if your heart is strong, if your bond is true, nothing can break you. So maybe the real message of this story isn't about who's dating who. It's about this. The people who are meant to be together will always find their way back. And just like BTS came home to Korea, you can come home too. To your dreams, to your happiness, to yourself. So subscribe, stay with me, and remember, the story of BTS isn't over. And neither is yours. Purple Heart.